Hello, my name is Harry McDonald and this is my commentary over my short film Panic. The aims of this project was to create a film with as much suspense as possible, but to do it in a way that other short films of a similar genre may not do. I also wanted to have a piece with a dark underlying theme which would hopefully add to the mystery of what's going on in the story. As stated by Robert McKee on page 72 of his book Story, all fine stories take place within a limited, knowable world. No matter how grand a fictional world may seem, with a close look you'll discover that it's remarkably small. With this in mind and the task at hand to create a 1 to 2 minute film, I felt almost forced, in a positive way, to evoke as much emotion and intrigue from my film as possible. Therefore, I felt the best way to do this was to hide as much of the context of the film as possible to make it the suspenseful mystery drama I originally wanted. In addition to all of this, I wanted to branch out of my comfort zone a little as a filmmaker and try a few new elements in this project. First off, me and a friend who helped in production decided to experiment with how the film looks. Originally, the vision I had of the film was from a third person view. However, for the purposes of this project and to try something I personally haven't tried before, I decided to try a shot from a first person view. When we rewatched this shot, we thought it added another dimension to the film which wasn't there before, so I decided to use the first person view in the final cut. Diving a little deeper into the plot, I felt the use of dramatic irony in the plot would add to the intrigue of the viewers due to them not knowing any context in the world surrounding the characters. The time of recording was no coincidence either, as we recorded exactly when it was beginning to get dark to add to the fear and tension of the characters. The kind of grainy camera quality of the iPhone we recorded on also adds to the grittiness of the story as well, I feel. Now, there are a few scenes in particular I'd like to talk about because I feel they're significant to the film and the purposes of what I was aiming for. The first of which you are seeing here, the text message. I feel the text message is a significant scene in the film as we already know that something is badly wrong, and it's the first time we see the first person camera as well. So we're getting to experience it from somebody else's point of view, which I thought was important to the story. The second scene I'd like to talk about is the scene where the character we see on screen tells the person behind the camera to lock the door. As quoted by Craig Batty in his book Writing for the Screen, the writing of a script includes two different parts of the process, and it is crucial for a screenwriter to pay attention to both. First, the relationship between writer and script, and second, the communication of that script to its intended audience. Furthermore, I felt the audience would be more invested in a short story if they were questioning what was happening throughout and after watching the film. I feel this was the best way for me, as even I don't fully know the context of the story, and I'm the writer of it. Therefore, if I, as the writer, feel intrigued towards the story, I'm sure the audience will as well. Now, the final part I wanted to talk about was the banging on the door scene right at the end of the film. As the characters are panicking, it's evident this bang is not a good thing. It's a dramatic cliffhanger and the perfect style of ending for the style of film I'd created. It's also a style of ending that I hadn't seen in too many of the short films I'd watched, so I felt this was a refreshing approach for myself. In summary, I'm pleased with how the film turned out and feel it met all my aims aforementioned. Although a short film is limited in time, I feel any good filmmaker can create an intriguing, emotional story in a limited time scale. Moreover, this project has certainly helped me develop my skills not only as a filmmaker but as a screenwriter as well.